Of course, most everybody in the audience has already watched NewsBreak before. The question is, did they know?
Hi, everyone. So, Brandon mentioned my company, NewsBreak, and I was told I had to give you a 30-second elevator pitch. So I'll give you the 30 seconds, but I'm going to expand a little bit on it. NewsBreak is a programmatic merchandising platform for the convenience retail industry that converts fuel-only customers to multi-product purchasers. So what does that mean? I think if you all knew the dirty little secrets that go on in the convenience retail industry, and when I'm talking about convenience stores, it might surprise you. One of the biggest secrets that's kept in that industry is the fact that 65% of every convenience store customer that drives in, fuels up their car, and guess where they go? They drive right back out. 65%. We look at that as a 65% lost revenue opportunity for the convenience store operator. So what we did with NewsBreak is we built a programmatic merchandising platform. And when I say programmatic, I mean we built a platform that automates a process that delivers content, video content that you may see on display screens, either at the pump or inside the store, or on your cell phone through a customer loyalty program app. We've built a platform that automates the process of delivering video and content based on data point driven variables, like, for example, time of day, weather, temperature, household income in a neighborhood where a convenience store location may be, and even historical sales data. So we know how a Coke ad or a cappuccino ad may be performing at a particular location during time of day, during certain weather conditions, during certain variables that we can control. So the playlist that you see as a customer is being dynamically manipulated basically in real time. So it will change as the conditions change, whether, again, they're historical sales data or sales data that's going on with people buying product at that particular location, or weather, temperature, time of day. So in the morning, you're going to see a bacon and cheese biscuit ad that may be playing at the pump, trying to get you to come inside the store. In the afternoon, you may be seeing a roller grill item like a hot dog. So basically, we've turned this business from when we started back in 2009, because we've been around for a while. We started back in 2009. We turned it from a hardware-centric media platform to a software-centric merchandising platform. So we think we've kind of figured out a problem that's been going on in retail, and we know that we've solved it in a bit because we've proved it out in a number of ways. So that's NewsBreak. If you've seen us, if you're pumping gas and there's a screen talking to you, that's what we're doing. We're telling you to go inside, buy the high profit margin item, like a coffee or a soda or from a fountain station, because quite frankly, that's where the money's made for a convenience store operator, not outside in the forecourt where they're buying fuel. That's the lowest price margin item on that property. So that's NewsBreak.
And tell us about your fundraising history. Where have you raised from? When did you do it? What are you looking to do going forward?
Yeah, I mentioned we started in 2009. There was a partnership between five people. My business partner here, Brian Nelson, was one of the originals. I was not one of the originals. I was working for Qualcomm, a media tech company out in San Diego, living in Knoxville, commuting, and I was looking to make an investment and get active in a startup business. So I saw these screens that were integrated into fuel pumps, and I looked up the website of NewsBreak, and I called these guys, and dialogue led to me actually buying out a partner and getting involved. I got involved back in 2012. In 2013, we were looking for a way to pivot the business. So we found an accelerator program out in Nashville called Jumpstart Foundry. Vic Gatto had a program out there called Jumpstart Foundry, which back in 2013, they took all comers. Now it's just healthcare, but back then they took any kind of business. So we entered that program in March of 13. By August of 13, we came out of the other end with a business model that completely pivoted our business and an investable story that allowed us to go out and to start talking to investors. We found a lead investor in Alabama, Auburn, Alabama, a group called AIM Group, Angel Investment Management Group. They had a syndicate of angels throughout Alabama. That was in August. By September, we had a term sheet. By October, we were on the road. And when I say on the road, we went to each city in Alabama visiting angel groups in all the major cities. By November, we had a pretty good idea that we were getting close to our minimum to close. We were raising $700,000 in a Series A. We got close to the minimum to close, and then Vic Gatto and his angel group called Salou out of Nashville put money in as well. So from August to December, it was a whirlwind. December 23rd, we closed the round. It took us probably 4 months. And then from there, we've been off and running. We've since raised a convertible note. We went back to some of our investors. We raised a convertible note because we started to scale this business after we built the platform. And we needed some extra capital because it does cost every time you launch a location. So we raised a convertible note. We got one of our C-store operators, who's really kind of a strategic partner of ours, to put money in. And we've been off and running since. We're currently raising. We're always raising, it feels like. We're at the point now where we've scaled up the business. We're available in 6 states. We launch in Cincinnati in 2 weeks with a company called United Dairy Farmers, who's got 177 locations. Salt Lake City, we're out in California, we're in Georgia, throughout Tennessee, up into Kentucky, and we're raising money, but we've been looking for, I'll call it more of a Series A2. It's a smaller round, in between an angel round and a bigger Series B round that allows us really to support some of the commitments we have to launch in different markets. We've been talking to and are actively engaged now with a couple of strategic investors. And when I say a strategic investor, it's an investor that is, think a hardware company, think a fuel pump manufacturer, or think a point of sale company where they may be putting display screens in fuel pumps. We're working with some of them, and we're at the point now where not only do they bring cash to the table, but they also bring resources like operations, hardware technology, and sales functions to the table for us. So that's where we are.
Awesome. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.